Hello students, good morning dear. In the previous video we have seen this chapter, the best Christmas in the world. Now let's answer some questions. What did the author find in a junk shop? Answer: the author found a 19th century old roll top desk in the junk shop. It was made of oak. It was in a very bad condition. The roll top was broken into several pieces. One of the legs was clumsily mended and there were scratch marks down one side. The author bought it in order to restore it. Second question. What did he find in a secret drawer? Who do you think had put it in there? Answer: the author found a small blank tin box in the secret drawer. There was a paper sellotaped to its top. It said, "Jim's last letter received January 25th, 1915. To be buried with me when the time comes." Most likely it was put there by Mrs. Jim MacPherson, who was Jim's wife. Her name and address were on the envelope inside the box. Who had written the letter, to whom and when? Jim MacPherson had written the letter to his wife Connie MacPherson on December 26, 1914. Why was the letter written? What was the wonderful thing that had happened? Jim wrote the letter to tell his wife about a wonderful thing that had happened on Christmas Day. The British and the Germans were engaged in a war, yet on this day both the troops met in no man's land. It was a thing of wonder because right in the middle of a war, the warring soldiers were making peace. What jobs did Hans Wolf and Jim MacPherson have when they were not soldiers? Hans Wolf played the cello in the orchestra when he was not a soldier. Jim MacPherson was a teacher in Dorset when not a soldier. Had Hans Wolf ever been to Dorset? Why did he say he knew it? No, Hans Wolf had never been to Dorset. He had been reading English books. Hardy was his favorite author. Hardy's novel, Far from the Madding Crowd, was his favorite book. This book describes Dorset. So Hans Wolf said he knew Dorset well. Why did the author go to Bridport? The author went to Bridport because that was the address where Mrs. MacPherson lived. The address on the letter read, Mrs. Jim MacPherson, 12 Copper Beeches, Bridport and Dorset. He wanted to give that letter back to her. How old was Mrs. MacPherson now? Where was she? Mrs. MacPherson was 101-year-old. She was in a nursing home in Burlington House on the Dorset Road on the other side of town. Who did Connie MacPherson think her visitor was? Connie MacPherson thought that her visitor was her husband Jim. Which sentence in the text shows that the visitor did not try to hide his identity? The sentence which shows that the visitor did not try to hide his identity is, I explained about the desk, about how I had found it, but I don't think she was listening. For how long do you think Connie had kept Jim's letter? Give reasons for your answer. Connie must had kept Jim's letter for a long time. This is because she told the narrator how she read it quite often every day so that she could feel that Jim was near her. Why do you think the desk had been sold and when? The desk must have been sold when the house in which Connie Macpherson lived had caught fire. She was taken to a nursing home. All the burnt up things must have been sold after that. Why do Jim and Hans think that games or sports are good ways of resolving conflicts? Do you agree? Jim and Hans thought that games or sports are good ways of resolving conflicts because nobody dies in matches, no children are orphaned, and no wives become widows. Due to these reasons, games are good ways for resolving conflicts. Wars only lead to death and devastation. Do you think the soldiers of the two armies are like each other or different from each other? Find evidence from the story to support your answer. The soldiers of the two armies were like each other. Below are some instances from the story to prove. Both the armies celebrated Christmas. Both the armies shared their food and spent time together in smoking, laughing, talking, drinking, and eating. They played a football match and agreed that conflicts and disputes may be resolved by football match. They agreed about the negative aspects of war and longed peace. They exchanged carols and hoped to unite with the families again. Mention the various ways in which the British and the German soldiers become friends and find things in common at Christmas. The British and the German troops celebrated Christmas with each other. They enjoyed each other's food. All of them were smoking, laughing, talking, drinking, and eating. Hans Wolff and Jim Macpherson shared the cake Connie had baked. They talked about Bathsheba, Gabriel Oak, Sergeant Troy, and Dorset. They even talked about the books they liked. They agreed about everything. Both the troops played a game of football for which both Hans and Jim cheered, clapped hands, and stamped feet. They also exchanged carols at night. In this way, they celebrated Christmas together, finding a lot in common between them. What is Connie's Christmas present? Why is it the best Christmas present in the world? When the narrator came to see Connie and gave her the books, she mistook him for her husband Jim. She thought that Jim had come home for Christmas. This was Connie's Christmas present. It was the best present in the world for her because Jim had written in the letter that he would come home on Christmas. She had read that letter several times every day to feel that he was near her. Now that he was finally there with her, she was extremely happy. Do you think the title of this story is suitable for it? Can you think of any other titles? Yes, the title of the story is suitable for it. The spirit of Christmas is the theme that prevails throughout the story. The message of Christmas peace and goodwill to all is brought out so clearly through the story. It was on a Christmas day in the middle of a raging war that two warring troops made peace. The moment of peace that the soldiers shared with each other was the best Christmas present for them. Again, it was on a Christmas day that the narrator went to see Mrs. Macpherson. He went to return her husband's letters to her. The letter was precious to her, but even more precious was her delusion that the narrator was her husband Jim, who she believed had returned as promised on a Christmas day. This was the best Christmas present in the world for her. Suitable titles could be A Christmas Wish Comes True, Someday at Christmas, The Christmas Message. Now let's work with language. Read the passage below and underline the verbs in the past tense. I have done already for you. A man got on the train and sat down. The compartment was empty except for one lady. She took her gloves off. A few hours later, the police arrested the man. They held him for 24 hours and then freed him. In this passage, I have already underlined the past tense words. Got, sat, was, took, arrested, held, freed. Fill in the blanks using the correct form of verbs in brackets. My little sister is very naughty. When she came back from school yesterday, she had torn her dress. We asked her now it had happened. She said she had quarreled with a boy. She had beaten him in a race and he had tried to push her. She had told the teacher and so he had chased her and she had fallen down and had torn her dress. Again, I have done the answer for you. Underline the verbs and arrange them in two columns, past and earlier past. My friends set out to see the caves in the next town, but I stayed at home because I had seen them already. When they arrived at the station, their train had left. They came back home, but by that time I had gone out to see a movie. So they sat outside and ate the lunch I had packed for them. By the time I returned, they had fallen asleep. Now in those sentences, I have already underlined the answers. Please have a look at it. Now your work, I have already underlined the answers. You have to do it like past and earlier past columns and submit the homeworks through the Google Classrooms. Hope you have understood something. Bye bye. Thank you.